What if the single most proven, effective, and safest supplement for building muscle and strength is already on the shelf, but you're too afraid to take it, all because of lies and bro science you heard online? Today, we're not just discussing creatine. We are dismantling the 3 massive myths that are literally killing your gains.
Dr. Hayes, I am so glad we're doing this. I hear it constantly from friends at the gym. Isn't it bad for your kidneys? Or the big one, dude, won't it make you go bald? The fear around this supplement is real, and it's stopping people from making progress. Welcome back to Strength Unleashed, the podcast that forges powerful bodies and disciplined minds with real science. I'm Liam Chen.
And I'm Dr. Evan Hayes. Liam, you've hit on the crux of the issue. That fear is the real gain killer. Creatine is, without exaggeration, the most extensively studied sports supplement on the planet. We have decades of data, yet these 3 myths persist. Today, we're killing them with indisputable scientific evidence, so you can finally unlock your true strength potential.
Before we start debunking, for anyone totally new, what is creatine? What does it actually do?
In simple terms, creatine is a natural compound your body already produces. Its primary role is to help regenerate your main energy molecule, ATP, specifically for short, explosive bursts of effort. Think your first few reps on a heavy squat or a 100-meter sprint. By supplementing with creatine, you top off your muscles' fuel tanks, allowing you to get 1 or 2 extra reps, lift slightly heavier weight, or recover faster between sets. That extra work, compounded over time, leads to significantly more muscle and strength.
So it's a natural fuel source for high-intensity work. Got it. Let's get to the big one, the myth I hear every single week. Myth number 1, creatine causes hair loss.
The DHT myth. This is, without a doubt, the #1 fear preventing people from trying creatine, and it all stems from one single study.
Just one? It sounds so widespread. I assumed it was proven.
One study. Let's talk about it. It was a 2009 study on college-age rugby players. They were given a loading dose of creatine. The study found that creatine supplementation did increase levels of dihydrotestosterone, also known as DHT, a potent androgen derived from testosterone. DHT is known to be a key factor in androgenic alopecia, or male pattern baldness, in genetically predisposed individuals.
Okay, so it did increase DHT. That sounds like a smoking gun.
It sounds like it, but here are the crucial details everyone misses. It didn't measure or report any actual hair loss. It only measured a biomarker, DHT, that is associated with hair loss. Levels remained normal. Even though DHT levels increased, they remained well within the normal physiological range. And it has never been replicated. This is the most important part. In the 15+ years since that study, no other study has replicated this finding. Dozens of other studies looking at testosterone levels and creatine have found no significant impact. No direct link found. No study, before or since, has ever established a direct causal link between creatine supplementation and actual physical hair loss.
So, the entire global panic about creatine and baldness is based on one unreplicated study from 2009 that didn't even measure hair loss?
That is correct. The scientific consensus is this: hair loss is overwhelmingly driven by genetics. If you are not genetically predisposed to male pattern baldness, creatine will not make you lose your hair. If you are genetically predisposed, there is a remote theoretical possibility that creatine might slightly accelerate the process, but the evidence for this is incredibly weak and far from conclusive. For the vast majority of people, this myth is completely false. Now that we've addressed the hair loss myth, let's tackle the one that sounds truly dangerous. Myth number 2, creatine damages your kidneys and is unsafe.
This is the one that worries parents and makes people think it's like a mild steroid or something. People say it's not natural or it'll wreck your organs.
This myth stems from a fundamental misunderstanding between creatine and creatinine. When you use energy, creatine is broken down into a waste product called creatinine, which your kidneys then filter out into your urine. A doctor's blood test measures creatinine levels to check kidney function.
So if you take creatine, you naturally produce more creatinine, which might make it look like your kidneys are under stress.
Exactly. Supplementing with creatine can slightly elevate your creatinine levels, but it's a false positive. It's not a sign of kidney damage, it's simply a sign of increased creatine turnover. It's like a restaurant kitchen producing more trash because it's serving more customers. It doesn't mean the trash disposal system is broken.
So, what does the long-term safety data say? Have they studied this in humans?
Extensively. We have long-term studies lasting up to 5 years, and even studies on special populations, including infants and the elderly. The overwhelming, conclusive verdict from thousands of papers and major reviews by bodies like the International Society of Sports Nutrition is that creatine monohydrate, when taken at recommended doses, is perfectly safe for healthy individuals. It does not cause kidney damage, liver damage, or any other significant adverse effects.
What about the other safety concern I always hear, the bloating and water retention? People say creatine just makes you a puffy, watery mess.
This is another massive misinterpretation. Creatine is an osmolyte, meaning it draws water, but it draws water into the muscle cell. This is intracellular hydration. This is a good thing. It makes the muscle cell larger, which can itself be an anabolic signal for growth, and it improves performance and hydration status.
So, it's pulling water inside the muscle, making it look fuller and plumper, not under the skin like when you eat a high-sodium meal.
Precisely. The puffy look people associate with creatine is almost always due to one of two things. 1, a cheap, impure product, or 2, a high-calorie bulking diet full of sodium and carbs that they are eating at the same time they start taking creatine. They blame the creatine, but it's really the 4,000 calories in 2 pieces they're eating that's causing subcutaneous bloat. Pure creatine monohydrate leads to a fuller, harder-looking muscle, not a soft, puffy look.
So, myth number 1, hair loss, is busted. Myth number 2, kidney damage and bloat, is busted. What's the third one?
Myth number 3, you must load and cycle creatine for it to work. We're tackling myth number 3, the complex web of rules people think they have to follow, loading and cycling.
Yes, I've been told you have to start with a loading phase, 20 grams a day for a week, or it just won't work. And then you have to cycle off it after 8 weeks, or your body will stop making its own. This sounds so complicated.
Let's simplify it with science. First, the loading phase. A loading phase, e.g., 20 grams per day, split into 4 doses for 5 to 7 days, works. Its only purpose is to saturate your muscle stores with creatine as fast as possible, typically in about 1 week.
Okay, so it works, but is it necessary?
No, it is not necessary. You can achieve the exact same level of muscle saturation by simply taking the standard maintenance dose of 3 to 5 grams per day. It will just take longer, typically about 3 to 4 weeks instead of 1. The end result is identical. Loading is just an accelerator. In fact, many people who experience stomach discomfort from creatine are taking the 20-gram loading dose, which can be harsh. A 5-gram dose is far better tolerated.
So loading is just an option for athletes or individuals who are impatient and need to feel the effects immediately. For the average person, it's basically a waste of money and potentially uncomfortable.
You've summed it up perfectly. Save your money, save your stomach, and just be patient. Now let's talk about cycling.
The 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off thing. Where did that come from?
That concept is a leftover, a ghost from old-school steroid and pro-hormone culture. With anabolic steroids, you must cycle off to allow your body's natural hormone production, like testosterone, to recover, which does get shut down. People illogically applied this on-off logic to creatine.
But creatine isn't a hormone, so does our body's natural production get shut down?
While supplementing does temporarily reduce your body's own production, this process is not permanent and not harmful. Long-term studies have shown that continuous daily supplementation for years is perfectly safe. Your body's ability to produce its own creatine quickly returns to normal if you ever do stop taking it. There is no scientific or medical reason to cycle creatine. In fact, cycling is counterproductive. You spend weeks desaturating your muscles, losing the performance benefits, only to have to spend the next month resaturating them.
So loading is optional and cycling is pointless. This simplifies things so much.
It should be simple. Which brings us to the core thesis of this podcast. We've busted the 3 biggest myths. Now let's talk about the real gain killer.
The myths themselves?
The 3 creatine myths are literally killing your gains, but not how you think. The myth is the poison. The fear it creates is what's stopping you from using the single most effective, safest, and cheapest supplement for muscle growth and strength that science has ever validated. The gain killer isn't creatine. It's the bro science and fear-mongering that prevents you from taking it.
That's a powerful reframe. So what's the mindset we should adopt?
The Strength Unleashed mindset. It means trusting scientific consensus, not gym rumors. We have thousands of studies. Trust the data, not one guy's feeling about his hair. Valuing consistency over complexity. Creatine's magic is in its consistent daily use, not in complex loading or cycling protocols. Using every safe tool. If you're serious about your strength and hypertrophy, why would you intentionally not use a safe, legal, and proven tool? That's self-sabotage.
Okay, I'm 100% convinced. No more myths. What's the simple, no-nonsense, practical blueprint for taking it correctly?
We've crushed the myths. Now here is the official, science-backed, no-nonsense blueprint for taking creatine. It's incredibly simple.
Give it to us, Dr. Hayes. What's the protocol?
Step 1. What kind? Get creatine monohydrate. Just plain, micronized creatine monohydrate. It is the most studied, most effective, and cheapest form. Do not waste your money on creatine HCl, ethyl ester, buffered, or any other fancy, expensive forms. Their superior absorption claims are unproven marketing hype. Monohydrate is the gold standard.
Monohydrate, cheap and effective. Love it. Step 2, how much?
3 to 5 grams per day. That's it. If you're a much larger individual, for example, over 220 pounds or 100 kilograms, you might benefit from 5 to 7 grams, but for 99% of people, 5 grams is the perfect daily dose.
5 grams, easy. Step 3, when? This is a big one. Pre-workout, post-workout, on an empty stomach?
The timing does not matter. Seriously, creatine works by saturating your muscle stores over time. It's not a pre-workout stimulant that you feel 30 minutes later. As long as you take your 5 grams at some point during the day, every day, you will achieve and maintain saturation.
So all the debate about anabolic windows?
Largely irrelevant for creatine. The most important factor is consistency. Take it every single day. The easiest way to do this is to habit stack it. Put it in your morning coffee, your post-workout protein shake, or have it with dinner. The when doesn't matter. The that does. Take it on rest days too.
Every day. Got it. Step 4, with what? Do I need to mix it with grape juice? I heard you need an anabolic insulin spike from sugar to absorb it.
Another old, overblown myth. While co-ingesting creatine with carbohydrates can slightly enhance the speed of uptake, mostly relevant during a loading phase, it is not necessary for absorption or effectiveness, especially when taking a daily maintenance dose. Your body is incredibly efficient at absorbing creatine monohydrate on its own. Mix it with water, your protein shake, coffee, tea, whatever is convenient for you and helps you take it consistently.
This is liberating. So the ultimate blueprint is buy creatine monohydrate, take 5 grams, once a day, every day, mix it with anything, and just be patient for 3 to 4 weeks.
That is the entire protocol. It's simple, cheap, safe, and brutally effective.
Dr. Hayes, this has been an incredible deep dive. You've not only busted the myths, but also provided a clear, simple path forward. No more fear, no more confusion.
That's the goal. Stop letting bad information rob you of your potential. The myths are the real gain killers. Trust the science, be consistent, and unlock the strength you're capable of.
For everyone listening who is now ready to finally use creatine correctly, we've put a link to a high-quality, no-fluff creatine monohydrate we trust in the description. And if you want a program that leverages this kind of science-backed approach, check out our Growth Foundation program.
If this episode finally killed your creatine fears, smash that like button. Subscribe to Strength Unleashed for more myth-busting science, and share this with a friend who still thinks creatine will make them go bald. Now, leave a comment. Which of these 3 myths was holding you back the most?
Go get your gains.